Wherefore, the petition for review, treated as appeal of Ms. Sara Z. Duterte, Vice President, Office of the Vice President, is hereby denied.
So it's clear that the consequence of the denial of the appeal and the issuance of the corresponding notices of disallowance is the obligation to restitute. In Filipino, ibalik ang pera.
Ay natatandaan niyo ho ba kung sa decision na yan ay may nakasabi doon na mali talaga yung paggamit ng mga confidential funds sa OVP? There is a misuse of the confidential funds?
Madam Chair, very important lang ho na linawin po natin kasi yung lagi hong binabanggit ay the Vice President has always been clear of yung issues po relating to confidential funds. So again, for the record po, may finality na po yung finding ng Commission proper. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Madam Chair.
So ibig sabihin, hindi ho tama yung sabi-sabi na never ho nagkaroon ng adverse finding yung pong Vice President at yung OVP sa paggamit po ng confidential funds. Sino po yung nakatali doon sa pagsosoli ng pera dito po sa 73 million po na ito? Can we state it again for the record? Ibig sabihin po, sino ho yung inuutusan ng komisyon para magsoli po nung pong kaperahan po na ito?
Ang Vice President,
Reason for disallowance was transferred to another accountable officer. Is that correct?
yes, Madam.
Ang accountable sa confidential funds ay si Vice President Sara Duterte. Tama po.
Tama po.
Pero nilipat po sa ibang account.
So ang ibig po sabihin yan, sa mata ng COA, yung mga pondong yon, yung mga confidential funds na yon, ay dapat ibabalik ng mga nabanggit yung opisyal beginning with Vice President Duterte dahil nga walang naging basehan sa kanilang paggamit. Am I correct?
Yes, Madam.
So, for the guidance of the members, Attorney Camora of ICFAO COA just testified that the pending appeal of the Vice President notice of disallowance of 73 million that is part of the confidential fund of the OVP has been denied.
Bagong development nga po, denied yung appeal. So therefore, yung 125 million or 73 million dun sa 125 million kailangan ng isole.
Eto na mga boss, kakapasok lang na balita. Grabe si VP Sara, natakot, tumistigo na ang COA. Pinakita ng 125 million, pinulgar na ang confidential fund. Base sa impormasyong kumakalat ngayon sa social media, confirm hindi totoong absuelto na si VP Sara sa 125 million. Matapos di umanong magsalita sa impeachment ang Commission on Audit, naglabas na sila ng desisyon. Pero hindi pa rin binabalik ni VP Sara sa disallowance ang confidential fund na 73 million. Sobrang laking halaga pa rin daw kasi ang nakitang nasa bulsa pa rin ng pangalawang pangulo. Kaya pala daw wala siyang maibigay na resibo. Dapat niya na daw itong ibalik. Malinaw na nasa kanya pa rin ang pera. Kaya ito sabay-sabay nating panoorin kung paano si Vice President Sara Duterte, grabe, natakot, tumistigo na ang COA. Pinakita ng 125 million, binulgar na ang confidential fund. Tara, panoorin natin to.
Madam Chair, the Commission proper of the COA has already decided on the appeal po.
Can you say that again, Attorney Camora?
The Commission proper has decided on the appeal na po.
The Commission and Bank has decided already on the appeal.
Commission proper po.
The Commission proper has decided already on the appeal.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. You may continue, Honorable Gutierrez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is a development po, no? Kasi last time wala pa. So, meron na palang decision. Do you have a copy of this decision, Madam Chair?
I have a copy po, and although hindi po namin siya nasama sa submissions for today, we could give yung digital copies po.
Madam Chair, ano po yung finding ng COA dito?
They affirmed our disallowance po.
Madam Chair, since you have the copy on hand anyway, can you please read the dispositive portion of the ruling?
Wherefore, the petition for review, treated as appeal of Ms. Sara Z. Duterte, Vice President, Ms. Gina Acosta, Special Dispersing Officer, and Ms. Julieta L. Villa del Rey, Chief Accountant, Office of the Vice President, is hereby denied. Accordingly, Commission on Audit, Intelligence and Confidential Funds, Audit Office, Notice of Disallowance Number 2024-002-100 for 2022, dated August 8, 2024, on the confidential expenses of the OVP for the period from December 21 to 31, 2022 in the amount of 73,287,000 is affirmed. Signed by the chairperson and the commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And Madam Chair, just to clarify, this means that the COA affirmed the notice of disallowance number 2024-002-100.
Yes, Madam Chair.
And this notice of disallowance number 2024-002-100 was on the confidential expenses of the OVP for the period from December 21 to 31, 2022, which disallowed the amount of 69,787,000 for the purchase of rewards and 3,500,000 for the purchase of tables, chairs, desktop computers, and printers.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Will you also confirm, Madam Chair, that the OVP did not present the details or breakdown of the confidential expenses and the narration of the success of the information gathering and/or surveillance activities which were conducted?
Yes, Madam Chair.
So, Madam Chair, can you confirm that since the OVP failed to prove the relationship between their submitted DEPs and the purpose for which they allege to have spent the same, can we conclude that all these DEPs are fraudulent and fabricated?
It just means po that they did not comply with the joint circular.
Just did not comply. Okay. We'll take that as it is, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, it further states that the official receipts or sales invoices are required as documentary evidence of payment and not merely acknowledged receipts. Can you confirm this, Madam Chair?
Yes, Madam Chair.
So, Madam Chair, does that mean that official receipts or sales invoices are required to prove that the purpose for said expenses was related to confidential funds?
Based on the joint circular, it is not really a requirement. What is required under the joint circular is a documentary evidence of payment.
Madam Chair, but early on you said that not merely acknowledged receipts yung required. Kailangan rin po yung official receipts or sales invoices. So,
Dito
which
po
would it
sa
be?
ND, parang hindi po yun yung naging reason. It's more on, hindi po na-prove na yung 3.5 expenditures were used for confidential activities. Yun po yung nasa decision po.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We'll take it as this, no? Madam Chair, it was mentioned earlier that there were AOMs issued for the liquidation of OVP confidential funds for Q1 to Q3 of 2023. What are the status of these AOMs, Attorney Camora?
For the first 2 quarters, for all 3 quarters, Madam Chair, we have issued a notice of disallowance.
Can you repeat that, Attorney Camora? The question is about the AOM of OVP for the first, second, and third quarter of 2023. What is the status of that AOM?
Yes, Madam Chair. We have already issued the ND for the 3 quarters.
Which means that the COA sustained the observation in AOM.
Yes, Madam Chair. It means po na their compliance, we still did not deem their compliance sufficient.
Which means that your observation is they violated the joint circular.
Yes,
because
Madam
you
Chair.
issued the notices of disallowance.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes. Honorable Gutierrez, you may proceed.
Madam Chair, if I recall correctly, during the previous hearings, we were still at the stage that they were waiting for a reply. So this would mean nag-reply na po yung office and there was actually a notice of disallowance already.
Yes,
That just
Madam
confirming po what the Madam Chair said. So may we know, Madam Chair, on what ground the notice of disallowances were issued?
Madam Chair, I don't have a copy right now of the ND.
Madam Chair, so you don't have a copy of the notice of disallowance right now?
We don't have a copy yet po. We will furnish na lang po the House with the succeeding days the copy of the notice of disallowance.
Okay, Madam Chair. Ideally, we would be able to clarify po, no?
Yes.
Yung notice of disallowance. This is a development much related to our proceedings and related to our clarificatory questions for
For the
probable
record,
cause.
we are requesting Attorney Camora to submit to the committee
Yes,
within the
Madam
period of 3 days from today, the copy of the denial of the appeal, with respect to the fourth quarter of 2022 of the CF of OVP, as well as the copy of the notices of disallowance pertaining to the first, second, and third quarter of 2023 CF, likewise of the OVP. That is for the record. Honorable Gutierrez.
Well, Madam Chair, after all, we're limited to clarificatory questions lang. I'll just leave it at there. Thank you po, Attorney Camora. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Any other justice members who wish to raise question to Attorney Camora?
Madam Chair, may I be
The
allowed?
Honorable Jokno is recognized.
Just to be clear on this, when there is a notice of disallowance, this is based on the Joint Circular 2015-01 on the use of confidential funds. Am I right?
Yes, Madam Chair.
And once a notice of disallowance is issued and then later affirmed on appeal, there now gives rise to an obligation on the part of the persons responsible to restitute the amount. Is that correct?
Yes, Madam Chair, when it becomes final.
Who were those who were held liable in the notices of disallowance that were subject of appeal that you just mentioned?
The Vice President as head of agency, the SDO, Ms. Gina Acosta, the accountant, Ms. Villa del Rey, and Colonel La Chica.
So ang ibig po sabihin yan ay sa mata ng COA, yung mga pondong yon, yung mga confidential funds na yon, ay dapat ibabalik ng mga nabanggit yung opisyal, beginning with Vice President Duterte and the others that you mentioned, dahil nga walang naging basehan sa kanilang paggamit. Am I correct?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Oh, that's a very interesting development, Madam Chair.
Clarification
Sure
po.
po.
Yung sa NDs po issued by the ICFAO, it's more on hindi po na-comply ang requirements ng Joint Circular 2015 po.
So, and yung purpose po ng joint circular ay para ma-ensure na yung binibigay na confidential funds ay talagang mapupunta doon sa tamang paggamit.
It's properly documented po, opo.
And because the notices of disallowance were affirmed sa appeal, ang ibig sabihin nun ay hindi tumupad yung mga responsible officials, beginning with Vice President Sara, doon sa nakalagay na requirements sa Joint Circular 2015-01. Tama po.
Tama po, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Chair, Madam
So,
Chair.
for the guidance of the members, Attorney Camora of ICFAO COA just testified that the pending appeal of the Vice President with respect to the notice of disallowance of 73 million that is part of the confidential fund of the OVP for the last quarter of 2022 has been denied by the Commission on Proper. Because this is a recent development, that is why I am bringing it to the attention of the justice members. Likewise, Attorney Camora just testified that the AOM corresponding to the first, second, and third quarter of 2023 CF of OVP has been issued as well a corresponding notice of disallowance. So that is for the guidance of the justice members. And again, we are requesting Attorney Camora to provide the committee copy of the denial of the appeal, the decision denying the appeal, as well as the 3 notices of disallowance to be submitted to the Justice Committee within the period of 3 days from today.
Madam Chair, isang pahabol lang po.
Honorable Jokno.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ang ibig po sabihin nito, pag sinabi natin may obligasyon na i-restitute, ang ibig sabihin nun ay dapat ibabalik ng mga opisyal na yon yung 73 million pesos na confidential funds. Tama po yun.
Tama po, Madam Chair.
And they are in effect liable for that fund and they must return it to the government dahil public funds po yan.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam
Does
Chair.
that answer apply also to the denial of the appeal? Since na-deny yung appeal sa fourth quarter ng 2022, does it warrant also the restitution, automatic restitution of the amount?
Madam Chair, let me clarify po. Kung yung ND hindi pa po, but yung affirmed na po yung ND, yun pa yung final ng COA.
Yes. So with the affirmation of the notice of disallowance, yun bang naging kasagutan mo kay Congressman Jokno applies as well? About the restitution, ang pagbabalik ng concerned amount.
As to yung denied na appeal na po, yes.
Yes, that is
For
73
restitution.
million.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Madam
Okay.
Chair. Madam Chair,
The Honorable Tino.
clarificatory question. So, bagong development nga po na denied yung appeal. So, therefore, yung 125 million or 73 million doon sa 125 million nung December 22, last quarter ng 2022, kailangan ng isole dahil meron na pong denial nung appeal sa notice of disallowance. Tapos sabi nyo, bago rin ito, Madam Chair, na nag-issue ang ICFAO, tama po ba, ng notice of disallowance para sa tatlong quarter, para sa paggamit ng confidential funds sa tatlong quarter ng 2023, the first 3 quarters. Tama po?
Tama po, Madam Chair.
Okay, at magkano po yung amount? Yung po bang buong, kasi per quarter, hindi po ba ang nire-release at ino-audit nyo ay 125 million na confidential funds? So, yung notice of disallowance says for the 3 quarters ay para ba dun sa buong 125 million or partial lang po?
It's for the entire 375 million na po.
It's
Yung
for the,
3
okay.
quarters.
So it's for the entire 375 million pesos. So yung buong confidential funds na po.
Yes,
Tama.
Madam Chair.
Okay, very clear. Pero ngayon, kayo ang nag-issue, may appeal na po ba?
They have 180 days to appeal the ND
They have
po.
180 days to appeal. Okay. So thank you for that information. So Madam Chair, ulit. So a total of 375 million pesos of confidential funds of the Office of the Vice President has been disallowed by the ICFAO of COA. Thank you.
All right. So it's clear that the consequence of the denial of the appeal and the issuance of the corresponding notices of disallowance is the obligation to restitute. In Filipino, ibalik ang pera. That is 73 million for the 2022 fourth quarter and 375 million for the 3 quarters of 2023. Any other clarificatory questions for Attorney Camora? The Honorable Abante and then the Honorable De Lima.
Gusto ko pong maintindihan, yung dapat isole ng OVP 375 million, Attorney? Yun po ba ang dapat isole? Yun
Based
po
on
ba
the
yung dinenay ninyo?
based on the notice of disallowance, opo.
Okay, pero kinakailangan ba nilang sagutin by an appeal, right? Then afterwards, kinakailangan ng ibalik kung halimbawa yung appeal nilang ginawa, dinenay nyo na naman. Correct?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Ano yung timeline ng pagsoli ng mga pera?
Madam Chair,
After the last appeal. Last appeal na ba yon? Yung i-appeal nila? Is that the last appeal?
they can resort pa po they can resort po to the courts.
Ano yun? Is it a continuing appeal? Ano ba yun?
No, it's not a continuing appeal po.
Ano yun?
Sa Supreme Court na po. Petition
Supreme
for...
Court na. So, hindi kayo pupunta ng ombudsman para idemanda na. Ganun.
No, Madam Chair.
Kayo mismo ang pupunta ng Supreme Court. O sila?
Sila po.
Sila?
Sila po ang mag...
Okay. Ngayon, itong 375 million na ito,
Honorable Abante, please be reminded to confine your questions to clarificatory only.
oh, Madam Chair, I am actually looking at the statement given by Attorney Cabrera on the fourth impeachment complaint.
Alright.
Siya po yung sumagot ng Supreme Court, hindi po ako eh. Alright. Okay. So, ang gusto ko lang maintindihan dito, for example, yung notice of disallowance, disallowing 73,287,000 na mga expenditure na itemize nila. For example, like 10 million cash rewards, 34,807 various goods, 24,930 medicines. Yun po ang pagkakasulat nila.
Opo, Madam Chair.
So hindi nyo na sinabi kung ano yung itemized pa ng various goods at ng medicines.
It was all lumped sa payment of rewards po.
Nasa payment of reward.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, ngayon, itong 375 million, na 125 million per quarter, yun po ba, kasama na, in-itemize na po nila yan? O yun lang 73 million ang itemized?
Naka-itemize po yung
Naka-itemize
submissions.
lahat?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Alright. So, ibig sabihin yan, sabi mo kanina, hindi continuing appeal yan, kundi ilang appeal ang dapat nilang gawin.
Wait lang mga boss, kung nakaabot na kayo sa part ng video na to, baka gusto nyo munang mag-subscribe sa bago nating YouTube channel. Doon na kasi tayo mag-upload ng mga reaction videos. Nakapin sa comment section ang link. I-click nyo lang para makapag-subscribe. Pag nakapag-subscribe na kayo, i-comment nyo lang ang location nyo para ma-shoutout ko kayo pag nag-upload na tayo doon ng video. Tara, tuloy na natin to.
It's certiorari na po with the Supreme Court.
Ganun na maaari mangyari. Alright, yun lamang po, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Abante. Next is Honorable De Lima.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Paglilinaw rin po. So, malinaw po sa atin na yung notice of disallowance ng COA ICFAO sa confidential expenses ng OVP for the period of December 21 to 31, 2022 in the amount of 73,287,000 pesos ay inaffirm. Ibig sabihin yung appeal ni VP Sara ay binasura ng Commission Proper.
Tama
Tama
po, Madam
po.
Chair.
Sa decision po ng COA, pwede ho ba natin i-flash yung decision ng COA? I understand, kanina po parang pinakita na po yon. Sa page 13 po.
We are not certain about the copy of the decision, Honorable De Lima, so perhaps we will be waiting until the submission of the Honorable Camora,
Oh, okay. So
of
we
Attorney
cannot,
Camora.
so we cannot yet. We
Yes.
cannot yet be
Yes.
citing certain provisions
Yes.
in the
Until we receive the official copy of the decision and the notices of disallowance.
Okay. So ibig sabihin po, kasi nabanggit niyo po kanina, Attorney Camora, na yung pag-issue ng notice of disallowance o pag-disallow nung 73,287,000 at pag-affirm ng Commission Proper. Ibig sabihin sinabi ng Commission Proper na hindi sumunod talaga dun sa Joint Circular 2015-01.
Tama po, Madam
At
Chair.
yung Joint Circular 2015-01 ay ito talaga yung tungkol sa entitlement, sa release and the use of confidential funds.
Tama po, Madam Chair.
Iba po ito, doon sa circular naman, para sa mga regular expenditures.
Tama po, Madam Chair.
At kaya po merong ganyan, separate na joint circular ay dahil nakikita rin na special talaga ang pag-treat ng intelligence and confidential funds. Pero ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng hindi suriin, hindi pwedeng hindi o-audit kahit intelligence and confidential funds siya.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Meron din hong bang nakasabi, although I know na sabi nga po, lininaw po niya ng ating chair na let's wait for the copy, yung talagang official copy of the decision, although you have it already, but we want really yung pinaka-official in the sense na nandyan yung hard copy. Ay natatandaan niyo ho ba kung sa decision na yan ay may nakasabi doon na mali talaga yung paggamit ng mga confidential funds sa OVP? Hindi alinsunod sa circular, sa joint circular.
Madam Chair, it's... sandali lang po ulit.
Hindi sa mga tamang gamit ng confidential funds as prescribed under the joint circular.
Nakalagay po, in this case, the accomplishment report on the utilization of confidential and intelligent funds, the DEPs and the certification submitted failed to comply with the guidelines and conditions set forth under the joint circular po.
Tama rin po ba ang isipin na kapag sinabing failed to comply with the requirements or the, the requirements of the joint circular, there is a misuse of the confidential funds? Kasi tamang paggamit. So kung hindi tama yung paggamit, then there's misuse of the confidential funds. Tama po bang interpretasyon yan?
There is no such indication dito sa joint as a decision po. It's just that hindi po nag-comply with the joint circular.
Kaya
po.
nga po, kung hindi nag-comply ng joint circular, and the joint circular in a specific section enumerated the various uses, the legal uses of confidential funds. Di ho ba?
I can only quote po kung ano yung nakalagay sa decision, which is yun po.
Yes, kindly confine your answer to the contents of the decision.
Yes po. Which is yun po. Failed to comply with the guidelines and conditions set forth in the joint circular po.
Failed to comply with the guidelines, kaya pinapasauli.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Meron din po sana akong tanong, Madam Chair.
Please keep it clarificatory only.
Yes, Madam Chair. And this is the notice of disallowance doon sa confidential funds of the OVP for the period February 6 to September 30, 2023 in the total amount of 375 million. So the notice of disallowance covers a total of 375 million of confidential funds drawn by the Office of the President for the year 2023. Tama?
Tama po, Madam Chair.
At base sa inyong notice of disallowance, ang direktiba ni Vice President kay Special Disbursing Officer Gina Acosta na i-release ang cash advances for confidential expenses kay Colonel Lachica ng Vice President Security and Protection Group ang dahilan ng disallowance. Tama?
Ang nakalagay po is direct the aforementioned persons liable to settle immediately the said disallowance. Audit disallowances not appealed within 6 months from receipt thereof shall become final and executory as prescribed under PD 1445 po.
Ang direktibang ito ay labag sa item 6.1.1 ng Joint Circular number 2015-01 na nagsasabing, I quote, "Under no circumstance shall the confidential funds be used for liquidation of the previous cash advance to be transferred from one accountable officer to another."
Yes,
Tama
Madam
po yun.
Chair. Tama
Kaya
po,
nga
Madam
po,
Chair.
yung pagbibigay o pag-i-issue ng cash advance para ipambayad o i-cover yung mga una nang nagastos ay pinagbabawal po yan sa joint circular. Kasi cash advance para dun sa implementasyon ng isang programa o activity na gagawin pa lang. Tama po ba yun?
Tama po, Madam Chair, pero I don't think that is the reason dun po sa ND.
Mhm.
I think the reason is yung transfer of to another accountable officer
Yes,
po.
the transfer. Kasi dito po sa facts of the case, dun sa kwento rin ni Mr. Madriaga kanina, as sa allegations sa
Honorable De
complaint.
Lima, that might be a probing question already.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So we'll wait na lang po.
Yes, let's wait
For
for
the official
the
copy.
submission of the official copy of the decision as well as the corresponding notices of disallowance.
Thank you, Madam Chair. That's all
Any
for now.
other member who wish to raise
Madam Chair.
clarificatory questions?
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Tino. And then the Honorable Ridon.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Attorney Camora mentioned that the reason for disallowance was transfer to another accountable officer. Is that correct?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Concretely, that means that the confidential funds, ayon po sa inyong joint circular, ang accountable po sa confidential funds ay yung head of agency o di kaya yung special disbursing officer. Yun po ang ibig sabihin. Tama po yun, ano?
Tama po, Madam
So, ang
Chair.
ibig sabihin, dapat ang accountable sa confidential funds ay si Vice President Sara Duterte para sa confidential funds ng OVP o di kaya yung kanyang SDO, in this case it is Gina Acosta. Tama po.
Tama po.
Pero nilipat po sa ibang accountable officer. Parang ganun ang sinasabi nyo.
Yes, Madam
Tama
Chair.
po. And according to previous records admitted by this committee, nilipat po ito kay Colonel La Chica. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Madam Chair.
Tama. Okay. So thank you po, Madam Chair. So yun pala ang reason for disallowance. And in relation to that, Madam Chair, matanong ko na rin, what about the DepEd confidential funds? Ano po ang
Madam
status
Chair,
nun?
Yung, Madam Chair, yung sa DepEd po, under audit pa po siya.
Under audit pa
Yung
po.
compliance po nila.
Okay. But let me just note for the record, Madam Chair, na ayon din sa testimonya in the previous Congress na inadmit na rin dito, ay nilipat din po ng SDO. In that case, it was Edwin Fajarda. Nilipat niya ang accountability. Naging accountable officer daw, ayon kay Fajarda, ay si Colonel Nolasco naman. No, so,
That is by way of your manifestation.
that is a manifestation, Madam Speaker. In other words, may similar na circumstance. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Ridon.
Madam Chair, very important lang ho na linawin po natin yung pong binabanggit doon sa final decision po ng Commission Proper, Commission and Bank, no? Kasi yung lagi hong binabanggit ay the Vice President has always been cleared of yung issues po relating to confidential funds. So, again, for the record po, for yung 2022 confidential funds, may finality na po yung finding ng Commission Proper. Tama po ba?
Yes, as to the CP decision po. Opo.
Tama po. Tapos yung para dun sa 2023 confidential funds, meron pong notice of disallowance.
Tama po, Madam Chair.
So, ibig sabihin, hindi ho tama yung sabi-sabi na never ho nagkaroon ng adverse finding yung pong Vice President at yung OVP sa paggamit po ng confidential funds.
Meron na nga pong AOM and notice of disallowance.
Yun na nga po kasi yan po yung naririnig ho sa iba't ibang mga quarters na may ganyan daw po. So clearly, meron po talaga adverse finding against the OVP during those particular periods. And doon po sa decision with finality po ng Commission Proper, sino po yung nakatali doon sa pagsosoli ng pera dito po sa 73 million po na ito? Can we state it again for the record? Ibig sabihin po, sino ho yung inuutusan ng komisyon para magsoli po nung pong kaperahan po na ito?
Ang Vice President, ang Special Disbursing Officer, and ang Chief Accountant po.
Can we state their names for the record? So, Vice President Sara Duterte,
Miss Gina Acosta as SDO and Miss Julieta Villa del Rey as Chief Accountant po.
All right, thank you, Madam Chair.
All right. So if there are no other questions for the resource person from COA, then we will be directing the COMSEC to call again the Vice President to make sure that we extend the continuing opportunity for her to present her evidence. COMSEC,
Madam Chair,
the Honorable Nasal,
just a quick manifestation.
you would like to manifest?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please proceed.
I respectfully manifest for the record, on the fourth quarter 2022 disallowance, the 73.2 million ND is not yet final. Subject pa po ito to reconsideration and judicial review. Kaya hindi pa po ito pwede maging basis ng definitive finding of misuse. On the 2023 disallowances, the appeal period is still running. These findings are not yet final and stayed ang execution. Premature po to treat them as impeachable acts habang ini-exhaust pa ang remedies. And on the nature of the notice of disallowances, a notice of disallowance is an administrative audit finding, often involving procedural deficiencies. Hindi ito equivalent to a finding of corruption. I so manifest, Madam Chair. Thank you.
While we respect the Honorable Nasal in his manifestation, just for the guidance of the justice members, our standard is merely probable cause. So I think it is inconsistent to wait until the final pronouncement of the Supreme Court on the allegations of misuse of confidential fund before we are able to determine the existence or non-existence of probable cause. Let us be guided that the standard which we need to meet is only probable cause.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Dilima.
if I may add, the possibility of reconsideration, just like the possibility of reversal of the notice of disallowance of the ICFAO, the reversal by the Commission proper is almost nil. Because these are findings, we are talking here about the same findings, the same standards as prescribed in the joint circular. So that's one point, that's first point. My first point is that it's next to impossibility that there will be reconsideration of the Commission proper. Secondly, this is an impeachment proceedings, a separate, a sui generis constitutional process, and therefore, as mentioned by the Chair, by the Honorable Chair, we need not wait for any so-called final ruling of the Commission proper, because the facts and the findings of the ICFAO are before us, and we have our own standards to follow at this stage of the proceedings, and that is probable cause based on those documents in relation to official guidelines like the Joint Circular 2015-01. Thank you.
All right. Then we proceed to our directive to the committee secretary to call the respondent to give her the opportunity to present evidence, including counter evidence to the evidence presented by COA. COMSEC.
May we know if the respondent vice president is present today? The respondent is not present today, Madam Chair.
Let it be part of our record that we called again the vice president so that she may be so that an oath may be administered on her, and so she may be allowed to present her evidence. But up to this time, she hasn't arrived to our impeachment hearing.
Ngayon, ikaw bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento mo sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.